Are you like us? Have you cracked open too many Jumpstart packs? Or maybe you've just decided to play a few times, get some starting cards through a cube? Well, we thought we could just play Jumpstart again, or we could do what every good Magic player does in the end and invent our own format. And by that I mean just mash two different formats together. We are trying this today. This is Oathbreaker Jumpstart, or Jumpstart Oathbreaker. I couldn't decide which way it wanted to go. My name is Tom. We have a Chris.
Yo.
Each of us have picked a Planeswalker that we have had sitting around. I'm playing Sorin, Solemn Visitor, who is a black-white Planeswalker, so I've chosen 3 of the black and white packs that we've had sitting around. Chris, who are you playing?
I'm playing Summit the Tested, green and red. Pretty aggressive stuff. So I've also picked 3 of our existing Jumpstart boosters to suit that color.
And this is a 60-card format, so we've cracked 3 Jumpstart packs each, chosen a what do they call signature spell from the packs that we've opened, which means we are officially running 61 card decks because we are using all 60 cards. I considered taking a land out, but I think they underrun lands a little bit in Jumpstart.
Sure do.
Not worth trying. So my signature spell is Grotesque Mutation, along with Sorin and Fang's Blink and Gross Jumpstart packs. This is going to be my Oathbreaker deck.
I would prefer it actually if you described it as gross blink fangs, which is what every good black-white mage has.
How about you, Chris? What packs did you choose?
Well, the packs I chose were multi-headed speedy wolves, and I have my signature spell, Rush of Adrenaline, a simple combat trick, just the same as Tom's. Mine's actually faster because it comes down on turn 1. Oh, well, the first turn.
Well, you say that, except in Jumpstart, it's not like Commander. These cards both exist in our command zone. We can cast them basically at any time on our turn. However, the restriction is that your signature spell can only be cast when your Planeswalker, your Oathbreaker, is on the field. So you can't just cast it turn 1 just cause.
That's right. So you do have to have an element of timing and tactics. And one other caveat as well is that you begin with 20 life, I believe it is.
It is only a 20 life format.
Yeah, rather than the standard 40 life for Commander or other such formats. So,
but that's all right. We'll see how it plays. I've drawn my 7 already. I kind of jumped ahead a little bit, and I have three lands and at least something that I can play. So I'll keep it, and we'll see how this goes.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm probably good to keep as well.
All right then. Let's do a quick roll to see who goes first. I rolled a 5.
Oh yeah. Well, 8 beats your.
Would you like to play or the draw?
I'll play.
All righty then.
Yes. Well, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Here's a forest and a mild-mannered librarian, a 1/1 wolf. I can pay 4 and it gets, it becomes a werewolf, and I put 2+1/+1 counters on it, and I draw a card. Activate only once. You can't become a werewolf if you're already a werewolf, apparently.
I mean, fair.
Yeah. Turn.
Alrighty then. I'll draw for turn. I'll drop a swamp, and I will pass.
I'm already winning. Another forest. Combat. I'll attack you for 1.
I'll take the 1 down to 19.
Okay, and then I'll pass the turn.
Alrighty then. I'll play Plains, and unfortunately, while I have a turn to play, this creature's coming in tapped. This is Oathsworn Vampire. It is a 2/2, comes in tapped. However, I may cast it from my graveyard as long as I've gained life this turn. So I don't mind about taking the early damage because I know at least I'll nearly always have something to play.
Yeah, okay. I like that.
I'll pass that over.
Nice. Oh, no. Well, it's going to be one of those games, is it? Well, declare attacks.
I'll take 1.
Take 1, and it's your turn again.
Alrighty then. Let's hope I have a turn 3 play. Well, I'll play a swamp, and I'll keep that untapped. Probably should have played this turn 2 instead, but that's fine. I'll play the Creeping Bloodsucker. This is a card that I've just picked up for one of my Commander decks. At the beginning of your upkeep, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. You gain life equal to the damage dealt this way.
I like that.
And I'll go to combat. I'll swing for 2.
All right, I'm at 18. Wow, that's a great card.
It's a great card. I'm throwing it in Golem.
Yeah.
Because then Golem, for those of you who haven't seen it, Golem Obsessed Stalker, at the beginning of your end step, each opponent who has been hit by a Golem Obsessed Stalker loses life equal to the amount of life you've gained this turn. So it's a very quick everyone's taking at least 3.
Yeah, group slug.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very
Let's
cool. Untap. Draw for turn. Oh dear. Oh Nelly.
Not going well for you.
Yeah, pass a turn.
Oh no.
I got some good cards here. They're just more than 2 mana, it seems.
Well, I'll drop a planes and let's pay 4.
Hey.
And we'll Oathbreaker.
I'm sorry, what?
It's like Kamast, but he's my Oathbreaker.
Oathbreaker.
Sorin Solemn Visitor. He is a 4 loyalty planeswalker, and his +1 that I'm going to be using straight away is until my next turn, creatures that I control get +1/+0 and gain lifelink.
Wow, yeah,
so
that lifelink is good.
Dice from over here. Quickly chuck a little 5 loyalty on that. So I'm going to swing at you for 5 with lifelink. Also, sorry, you take 1 from my upkeep.
Yes, true. So, well, I'll block none, so I'm down to 12.
And I gain 5.
Nicely done.
Well,
That
technically
lifelink.
6. So up to 24.
It hurts. Sure hurts.
And I will pass the turn, leaving my Oathbreaker fully open because you currently have something very weak on the field.
Yes, very weak indeed. Well, I did draw a mountain. So
That's a good start.
a good start.
I like that.
Would have been a gooder start a few turns ago, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. All right. I'm going to cast Ardov's Cobbler of War.
Great card.
For a moment, I thought it was Gobbler of War. I was like, what a fucking awesome concept. No, Cobbler. 1/1 with haste. When it or another creature enters the battlefield under my control, it gets +2/+0 until end of turn.
Amazing.
Not necessarily haste, so it might not be useful for some of my green creatures. But I can pay 4 and create a 1/1 goblin creature token with haste at sorcery speeds. That's also. So with that, I'm going to declare attacks. I'm going to hit Sorin with everything I've got.
Yep.
4 damage.
4 damage, leaving him down on 1 loyalty.
1 loyalty. Pass a turn.
Alrighty then. Start of my turn. You take 1 and I gain 1.
I'm at 11.
Up to 25, wherever the 5 is on that dice. I will drop a swamp, and I'll quickly read this card. That's a fun card. I don't know if I need it, but it's definitely a fun card. All right. I'm going to pay 5 for the Epicure of Blood. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life.
Oh boy. Oh.
The pressure is on because I'm going to up Sorin. So once again, everything has lifelink, and I will swing at you for 5.
5. Well, I can't block, so I'm at 6. And your Epicure now triggers. And I lose an additional.
You lose an additional down to 5.
5 life. I thought I was the aggro deck. What's going on?
And I'm on 30 life.
All right.
I think the life gain might be a little bit strong in 2-player Oathbreaker, but we'll see what you can pull out.
We'll see.
I can't block both your creatures.
Well, that Sorin needs to die, I think.
Very true.
Probably. So, I'll go to combat. Oh, your vampire is in the way.
He's a 4/4.
He is.
He's a very good boy. I know he's not the strongest card, but I have a little partial love for the Epicure of Blood.
Yeah.
Early arena days, I was like, I don't care what's going on. I'm running black-white vampires.
All right, never mind. Second main. I've changed my mind.
Alrighty then.
I'm going to... What is it? Oathbreaker.
Oathbreaker.
My pseudo commander, Samut the Tested. The +1 is to give all my things double strike, or one of my things. The -2, which I'm going to use now, is to deal 2 damage divided as I choose among 2 target creatures and/or planeswalkers.
Ooh, nice.
So yeah, I'll hit Sorin twice, make sure he's off the battlefield.
Nicely done.
Use a dice to mark my. And the -7 is to search my library for 2 creatures or planeswalkers, put them straight into play, which hopefully I get to.
I mean, it might work.
Yeah,
eventually.
maybe. In about 30 turns.
Yeah.
And I will pass the turn, try to conserve
Alrighty
life.
then. I'll untap, upkeep. You take a damage. I gain a life, which causes you to take an extra damage.
Oh gosh, the engine's online. I'm at 3. Whew.
I think this might be it, even if I don't cast, because I'll pay 2 for a moment of craving. Target creature gains -2/-2 until end of turn. So I'll blap your cobbler.
Yeah.
And I gain 2 life, so you lose a life.
I lose a life down
And then I
to-
can just swing.
Yeah, GG's, that's it. I'm just going to quickly check to see if I've cheated.
Oh, that's fine.
Summit is from Hour of Devastation and has the old templating, which it says like creatures and or players. And I'm wondering if,
I'll count it.
yeah, if I might have been able to target Sorin. I think so.
Not a huge problem. I will say the other Sorin that I have, which I considered running instead, but this one just has the better +1, does target planeswalkers. So like I might have routed a few things here and there.
Yeah, that's right. I'll just quickly check. I remember like laughing about it because like they've messed around with the wording of cards since the days of yore, and eventually Lightning Bolt from Alpha came full circle and had the correct text again. It said does 3 damage to any target.
Yeah.
Which it now would say Samet the Tested. Oh yeah, it just says divided as you choose among 1 or 2 targets.
Sweet.
So I didn't cheat.
Didn't cheat. Totally acceptable.
All right. I'm keen for another.
I'm keen for another as well. I'm also keen to like, because it's so easy for us to throw other ones in, peek behind the curtain for those looking. This is just on our card can. Jumpstart is loaded up, and then we've created a deck with just the commanders in it. So it's incredibly easy for us to just grab a couple of other, like, literally random Jumpstart packs. And go, like, all right, I'm playing this colors. I'll take these ones out and play.
That'd be cool. Like just a 10-minute behind the scenes. Like, here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to go.
Not even behind. I mean, don't get me wrong. We can do that, right? Like we have other ones open, but I'm like, all right, I'll take this blue one, this red one, this white one. Won't even care what's in them.
Yeah. And then just whack a planeswalker
Which
and
I
choose the signature spell.
Very, very much more like in the theme of Jumpstart if you do it that way.
Yeah. I dig it.
But if you've got a big enough collection, I reckon you could just like crack open Jumpstart packs, crack open 3 packs, then go, all right, I'm in these colors, that means I'm running this Planeswalker. It doesn't matter if it's on theme or not. Like I've gone theme here because life gain's easy. But
or just pick command or planeswalkers that are not generic, but they have coverage of more. Like for example, I had a Sorin in my collection, which is like something a vampire, or whenever a vampire you control. So that was very specific. I wouldn't probably choose that when I could have chosen this Sorin, which is a lot more applicable to different strategies.
Absolutely. But I'm also like, we have so much Jumpstart. Well, actually, we don't have that much left. We've probably only got like 10 packs left. But like, I'll crack open a pack and just make sure I'm in that color.
All right.
I think we probably have enough Planeswalkers here that we can do that. We've probably got just about every combination of 3 colors that's possible.
3 color ones are always the fun ones.
Yeah.
Sarkhan, the team of Sarkhan, is it? Yeah.
Definitely too many lands, but that's fine. Don't worry about it. It'll only go well for me. All right. I guess I'm on the play this time, just for fair and balance, and I'll play a swamp and pass.
All right. I'll go with Thriving Grove and choose red as my secondary color.
Good move.
10.
I will play a plains and pass.
Oh,
Slower start this time.
Slow start for you.
I have a 2-mana spell, which is not a good 2-mana spell.
Well, I have an angry 2-mana spell. It's that same guy again, Ardos, the Gobbler of War. And I'll attack you for 3 damage.
I will take 3 down to 17.
Pass turn. That's more like it.
Let's go. All right. I'll play a swamp and I'll tap 3 for a Vampire Envoy. This is a 1/4 flyer. Whenever it becomes tapped, I gain a life.
Sweet.
Go for it.
Untap, draw for turn. Forest.
Exactly.
I'll pay 1 for a fanatical firebrand
Oh, great card.
monkey with
Great
haste.
card.
I can sacrifice it to deal 1 damage to any target. But it enters the battlefield and triggers Ardor's Cobbler of War and gets +2/+0, so I will attack with it.
I'll block with my 1/4.
Very well. 3 damage is marked on your envoy. And I pass. It was a fucking bluff.
Woo! Ooh, interesting. All right, I'll play another planes. Do I ramp because we're in an okay position right now? I think so. I think that's what I get. I'll pay 3 for an Infernal Idol, which is a card I've never heard of before. But it taps for a black, or for 2 black and a colorless, I can sack it, draw 2 cards, lose 2 life.
I like that.
It's a fun little card.
Decent.
And I'll pass the turn.
Ramp in a black-white deck?
What? Crazy.
It's a slippery slope,
Honestly,
I'm
it's
telling you.
more for the card draw at this
Yeah.
point.
Okay. This is my domesticated Hydra, 3/3. It has Monstrosity X for X and 3 green, and it has Trample as long as it's monstrous.
That's cool.
You better hope it doesn't get angry.
Big card.
That's a big card. And pass a turn.
All right, yeah. All right, I will play a swamp. And what do I think is the biggest threat over there? So let's pay 2 for an Oathsworn Vampire. We've seen her, we love her.
Yeah.
2/2 that enters tapped. But now because I control 2 vampires, I can pay 2 for a Feast of Blood. Destroy target creature and I gain 4 life.
Ooh, I like that.
Got a nice little restriction on it. A bit more classic Magic. You don't just get to kill anything.
Yeah.
I am going to kill your Cobbler. I don't like you giving things that have haste and making tokens. Is that the one that makes tokens of other things?
Yes.
Makes a Goblin. So we'll gain 4.
Yeah.
Back up
good
to
choice.
21. Because I'm not so worried about the monstrosity from that yet. First of all, because you don't have enough green to pay for it. And 2, even if you did, it would only be getting 1 counter.
Yeah, that's right.
And then I'm going to hit you for 1 in the air.
Yep. I'm at 19.
And I'll gain another 1 up to 22.
Yeah, with the tap.
Because then I'm like, all right, like we're on parity. Even if you hit me, I'm only on 19.
Yeah, I like it.
Go for it. Draw.
Forest. Now I do have my monstrosity ready to go.
If you want to pop it for 1. 2.
2 at the moment.
Words.
Yeah. I love the flavor text on this Hydra.
Oh, yeah?
Sit, fetch, devastate.
That's up there. I like that.
Oh, boy.
Indeed.
Okay, for 5 mana, I'm casting Benevolent Hydra. So X is 3. It enters with 3+1 counters on it. If 1 or more counters would be put on another creature I control, you put an extra additional counter on them.
Ooh, all right.
And I can tap this Hydra to remove +1 counters from it and put them on other creatures.
I like that. That's awesome.
Hydras, man. That's where the multi-headed portion of my theme comes in.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I'm wondering if attacking you is just better than keeping a blocker up, and I think now I'll pass.
All right. All right.
Yeah, I'm playing
I mean, he has flying, so I can ping you for 1 anyway.
yeah, at least the 1.
All right, it's good to know that that exists in this deck. I'll pay 1, 2, 3, and 4 for Preston the Vanisher. Whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield under my control, if it wasn't cast, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's a 0/1 white illusion. I have no idea how that's going to work, apart from like hopefully finding more blink spells, but like it's there.
Yeah.
And then I will swing at you for 1 in the air.
Yep, no blocks. I'm at 18.
And I'm at 23.
So much life gain. I need to trample
So
over
much
there.
life gain.
I need to bring that down a peg.
Just a little bit.
Mislinks. Untap. Draw for turn. Alright. I'm going to activate Domestic Hydra's monstrous ability for X equals 2. So I'm going to put 2 plus an additional counter on it. And now, because it's monstrous, it has tramples.
It's a 6/6 with trample.
6/6 with trample. Oh boy. Alright, I'm going to start the beat down. I'm ready to go to combat. And I'll attack you with just the 6/6 trampler, and I can hold up the ability to place 2 additional counters on it.
Very
Instant
true.
Speed.
I'll take the 6 this time. I'll say, like, I was considering blocking with the Oathsworn Vampire and get it back out very easily,
Yeah.
but I'll take the 6 down to 17.
Now let's boost
Make it 8.
that up. Make it 8. Just make it a cheeky 8, mate.
Down to 15.
Your turn.
Good.
I'm on a healthy life total. I shouldn't die. Shouldn't.
Yeah. It's true. Cards in hand, Chris.
4.
All right. I'll play a swamp, and I'll go to combat,
Yes.
and I'll swing with everything. 2, 1, 2, for a total of 5 damage, and I gain a life.
No blocks.
You take 5.
Alright, I'm at 13 now. Damn.
But then I would like to play for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There's board wipes in this format, apparently.
Oh my god.
Deathbringer Regent, 5/6 flyer. When it enters the battlefield, if I cast it from my hand and there are 5 or more other creatures on the battlefield, destroy all other creatures.
Wow, I like that.
Great card. Love that card.
5/6 flying dragon.
One of my favorite like cards for Commander. You're like, I get a creature, you'll get wiped. Deal with it.
Yeah. That's awesome that it sticks around.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Damn, my hydras. They're all gone.
Have a turn. Still worried about how many cards you have in hand, but next turn I think I can. No, I can't quite play Sorin and pop this card draw at the same time, but it'll be close.
Damn it. That really harshes my mellow.
That's what you deserve.
Yeah,
You and your mellow.
my mellow is thoroughly harshed. I'm going to cast my Oathbreaker.
Okay.
This is the first time this game, right? Yeah. Then I am going to activate the -2 and deal 2 damage to your life total.
Okay, I'll take 2 down to 14. Yeah, this dice is right.
Yeah. And pass the turn to you.
Okay,
I'm hoping that you'll waste time killing my Oathbreaker,
it's a fair point.
and I will be not as close to dying.
I'll pay 4 for Sorin. Because until my next turn, creatures I control get +1/+0 and have lifelink.
Oh no!
So then I can just bap your Oathbreaker in 1 hit,
Bap.
but also gain 6 life, back up to 20.
Bap. Wow.
And then for 2, leaving that untapped because reasons, I'll play the Distinguished Conjurer. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life.
Cool.
Fun little card. Would also pay 5, exile another target creature you control, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control.
Yeah, just flicker something.
Just a little flicker.
I like that.
Take your turn.
All right, let's see if I can pull something out of my wazoo.
Once again, I think lifelink is too strong in this format.
Yeah.
But we'll see how we go.
Thriving Bluff. I'm choosing green. And I'll cast Kiki Jiki the Mirror Breaker, which would have been fantastic with that Hydra of mine.
With the Cobbler of War, you just
Oh, yeah, just like start making goblins out of nowhere.
love that card.
2/2 with haste anyway, so I will attack Sorin with Kiki Jiki.
Cool. I will take 2.
Bingo bongo.
Copy of target non-legendary creature card. Cool. Down to 3 loyalty.
Your turn.
Alrighty then. Sorry, this card has text, so I have to read it.
Yeah.
That's gross. Oh, that's so gross. I'm so like, if this was a Commander game, you'd be like, "This is great. This is oh man." All right, I'm gonna pay 6 for Rodolph Duskbringer. Have you ever heard of this card? Because I sure haven't.
No, I know Rudolph, but not Rodolph.
Flying Death Touch Lifelink.
Yeah. Okay.
Whenever you gain life, he gains indestructible until end of turn. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay 1 and an Orzhov, so 1 or black and white. When you do, return target creature card with mana value X or less from the graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the amount of life you gained this turn.
Well,
That in collaboration with Preston would be amazing in Commander, but I think you're going to be dead before
I think so, yes.
that happens. So first of all, I gain a life because of a creature entering the battlefield.
Yep.
So up to 21.
So Rudolph.
I could, beginning my end step, sorry, it's not whenever I gain life, it's beginning my end step that triggers. I'll then +1 Sorin to give everything +1/+0 and lifelink. I'm then going to hit you for 6 in the air and 2 on the ground.
Yep, 8. I'm at 5 life.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'll move to my end step. I unfortunately don't have the mana to pay for his ability. But I could return anything from my graveyard to the battlefield.
That is really cool.
Turn. That is a cool card. I might have to find a copy of that just for Golem, because that's
around.
Yeah, great. Well, he's not. No, he is legendary. I thought he wasn't for some reason. Of course he is.
Cool. Very cool.
Chris, I think I'm opening packs and making a new one next time. It's a little bit too one-sided. We'll figure out the format eventually. You know it.
Oh, yeah? Well, Tom, Mark of Warlord has something to say about your creatures, and it says they can't block this turn. So I choose those 2.
Oh, yeah. That's great.
And I will kill Sorin, the
Goodbye, Sorin.
Solemn Visitor. And it's your turn. I have nothing.
Absolutely nothing. I just cast Sorin again and win.
Yeah. Nicely done.
Nicely done. It's cool. I like the format.
Anything can happen. That's the great thing.
Exactly. I think I'm gonna crack. Let's say 1 pack, and you get to choose the pack that I crack from my box of Jumpstart packs, and then you can pick 1 other color to go. Was that Vampire vs Vampire? That was you did. That was Markov. That was a vampire.
Okay. Yeah. It was.
In the end there.
Yes.
You can choose what pack I crack. Based on that pack, choose what color I then have to open, and then I'll look at what Planeswalkers we have and figure out what color I'm going to also pick.
Right.
You can set me up here to see what we play.
Enough Planeswalkers.
We'll figure it out.
Okay, so I'm opening one of these packs.
Now, preferably you pick a normal Jumpstart pack, but we can use the other ones.
Well, let's go with a normal Jumpstart pack then. Where are they? Right at the bottom.
Right at the bottom.
Oh yeah, 2022.
All right, let's have a look.
Oh, it always feels good.
So behind me, you can't quite see it. We have all our previously opened Jumpstart packs in color-coordinated boxes, which is a really nice way. We're not sponsored by, I believe these are Dragon Shield.
Yeah, the cube shells.
Dragon Shield cube shells, but perfectly situated to keep Jumpstart packs in. Just a nice way to keep the game going, and basically the reason we can do this format that we've randomly invented. All right, what are we playing, Chris? You can slap it right on there because the face card should work.
Gigantic, and a picture of Colossal Dreadmaw on there as well. The best card in the game.
Yeah, fair.
Brilliant.
100% fair reasonable. All right. Now, based on the fact that I'm playing green, I'm playing one green, you can change your mind if you want. You could also crack open some new stuff and figure it out. But what color would you like me to pair with green?
What's your least favorite color?
I mean, blue.
Blue? Go on, pick blue then.
All right, blue. I will pick
green, blue, huh? Simic.
Well, I've got to pick another one. So I'm going to have a quick look at the Planeswalkers we have.
Yeah,
and I might be just picking Sarkhan because reasons. I don't know what else you have there available for me. And there's one sharp on the card cam yet, but we will make it work in just a moment.
I think
I'll go green, blue, red. I'll play 3 color. I'll play Sarkhan.
Okay, cool.
His +1 is draw a card, then add 1 mana of any color. -2 is create a 4/4 red dragon creature with flying. And his -8, look, I've never actually popped an ultimate from a Planeswalker, so I don't think it's going to matter. But search my library for any number of dragon cards, put them onto the battlefield, then shuffle.
Hell yeah. That'll be so useful.
But my blue pack is going to be inventive.
I like it. Inventive Sarkhan the Unbroken.
Inventive, gigantic, and
a
random red pack.
Red pack. Which is
Marauders.
Marauders.
And this is Lord of the Rings. All right, I'm going to have to load that up.
All right.
But Lord of the Rings red pack. I'm going to get that going. Chris, can I get you to sleeve up the gigantic pack?
Yes, of course.
And decide if you want to change as well. No pressure to...
Right, not. While you're up, I'll change. I've got the pack opening frenzy now.
All right, well, I'll grab you then. If we're doing Lord of the Rings, we have another Lord of the Rings pack for you to open. There you go.
Go on.
You can have that.
Okay, I'll get to that in a moment. Let's open it. Do you want to open it for me?
Sure. Go on there. You can keep
give me the sleeves.
So a reminder for those of you who might be joining us, hello Bonestrom. We've invented a brand new Magic the Gathering format. This is Jumpstart Oathbreaker. You take 3 Jumpstart packs. In our case, we're randomly opening some. You can have Journey. Green.
Great game. I played that game. It's good.
Green Lord of the Rings pack. I believe there's going to have some hobbits in it. And then you can... So I think what other Planeswalkers... Do we send you mono green just for the lols?
Go on, why not?
Because you've already done 1 green.
Yeah.
What mono green Planeswalkers do you have? Let's have a look at that and we'll figure it out.
The Garrick here. I've got 2 Garricks. One's mono green. One is a green black. I've got Vraska.
Ooh, Vraska might be interesting.
For the green ones. Vraska is green black as well.
Green black. Until your next turn. I mean, I shouldn't be. I feel like going mixed is going to be far more fun than going mono green.
Yeah, go on.
I do have two lovely nieces here, but they are just kind of land matters because that's how Nisa works.
Let's go with green.
Green black. All right, I'll grab you another green pack, and I'll grab you the last black pack that we haven't used because the other 2 are in here.
Okay. What am I looking at then? Corruption.
Oh yeah, that works for Vraska because I think that's just straight up Phyrexians.
Cool, yeah. Well, the artwork is fucking phenomenal.
And that's all will be 1. Sweet.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna have to load up a bunch of cards.
And elves. Elves?
Okay, yeah, it works.
I like that. Elves on a journey to...
All right, so I'm loading up Lord of the Rings, Jumpstart, all will be 1 Jumpstart, and then we'll need the names of our Planeswalkers.
Yep.
And then we'll find some signature spells because this is Oathbreaker. That's how Oathbreakers do. I think this is going to be my signature card. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Enlarge. Target creature gets +7/+7 and gains trample until end of turn. It must be blocked this turn if able. I'm thinking blue for support, red and green just to build a big creature and swing in for 1 kill. That's my whole game plan.
Enlarge that army token. That's brilliant.
How about you? You picked? You had a good look through?
I'm still looking.
Have you found any cool cards so far? Well, I think Enlarge is definitely a cool one. It reminds me of Colossification, which I built a deck around before, which your target creature gets +20/+20 until end of turn. However, it taps the creature. So I like it. +7/+7 is like all you need in most formats. Go, Tank, go.
He is. He's right up in here. I am aptly choosing Vraska's Fall to match my Vraska the Unseen.
Nice.
So some removal on a stick. Yeah, I remember that deck of yours. That was fucking wild.
I'm currently building just mono green Stompy as commander, right? Like I feel like everyone needs one mono green Stompy just for the fun of it. And I might need to pick up a copy of this. Whenever you cast a creature spell with mana value 5 or greater, that creature enters the battlefield with X additional 1/1 counters on it, where X is its mana value -4. Right? So for something that like you're cheating out for cheap, huge, right? Creatures you control with 3 or more 1/1 counters on them have haste. And also, it's a mana dork. It's cool because they don't know where to stop. And it's a cat?
Yeah.
Cool card.
They don't know where to stop. When does it stop?
Alright, so I'm going to put Enlarge and Sarkhan off to the side because they are my commanders.
I'm a little worried now. Enlarge?
I don't know, man. You're running Blight Green. I think you're going to have enough big creatures on your own.
Yeah, I hope so.
We'll see what removal spells that comes with. Alright, we'll reset back to 20. I guess we'll have to roll for first and see who's going first this time.
7.
I rolled a 2.
You're not having much luck.
No, dice rolls hate me, historically.
Well, how do you go in D&D then?
I did roll 2 nat 20s with disadvantage once.
Really? That's
it was for a we were exhausted after swimming through a bunch of stuff, and I made a skill check of some kind, basically resisted the levels of exhaustion to.
That's awesome.
Go for it, yeah.
Do you have any like heroic, like claim to fame moments for your character?
Oh, so many. My main character that I've played, his whole story arc is basically being like, fuck you, mum and dad, I'm out of here. He's basically like rebellious atheist musician in a world where gods are like real.
Yeah, like important.
Like his whole story arc is, I think my culture's religion is stupid, so I'm out of here. And gods are stupid because of that. While then basically getting into contact with a god and becoming a warlock.
Oh yeah.
So his whole thing is I'm basically fresh in town and becoming famous because of doing like just dumb things and heroic things.
Yeah.
So he's done a lot of stuff to like get popular and basically got dragged out because he saved I'm the player who finds the dumb ways to use spells to interact with the world. So there's a bunch of shit on fire and I'm like, if I just dive across it and cast Thunderwave and just launch it all into the ocean, but also use the oxygen to like suck the oxygen out of the fire for the moment I'm nearby it, and the DM's just like, yeah, cool, the fire's done. Look, whole town loves you.
If I was the DM, I would give players bonuses for coming up with creative ways to do things like that. Yeah, I totally like, as a DM once, I built this entire encounter with like minecart levers so that you could like, if an enemy came over the tracks, you could like hit them with the minecart, and there was another section where there were these like loose stalactites in the ceiling, and if you like sent magic missile to hit those, then they did 46 damage instead of the regular boring 2d4 damage at that level. And I was like, here's this interactable environment, they're gonna have to like scope out the battlefield before like these, I think it was lizard folk, like attack them. And that was good, and it gave the players this like, I don't know, the environment is more important to interact with rather than just be like, oh, here's what it says in the book, and I'll just do that, and we'll roll dice, and then we'll move on.
I need to go change our colors, but I've wanted to for a while. Mostly because Lachlan used to have this old chair that he's possibly still at my parents' place, but just set it up in a corner and get people to like tell their D&D stories, but then also draw it themselves. So you get some people who draw it really well and some who draw it terribly. This is like just quick content.
That's a good idea. Is that the chair that you lost under the...
No. I'm just going to fix our colors on the screen. So you are...
Black green.
Vraska.
And you are Tima. You see, one time, chat, Tom had this chair, and we were asking him where it was, and he said he didn't know. And we said, well, the last time we saw it was in your bedroom. It was the chair we were asking.
It wasn't in my bedroom.
Well, it was in Tom's house. And we came over, the guys came, I didn't actually attend, but apparently they went over and they looked for it high and low.
No, it's even worse than that.
And what else happened?
I'll come back and tell the story.
Oh, okay. I won't spoil it then. Long story short, it was in the fucking dumbest place ever, and it's such a Tomism, and we give him shit for this chair, like, ever since.
So I was adamant this chair was not in my house because I had no idea. Like, I had looked for this chair, and this was when we'd moved from the first studio to the second studio. So we'd taken everything else there, and I was like, no, chair's not there. I've looked, the chair is not there. And then one day I rock up, and I can't remember if I'd made it into the studio or not, or they saw it in my car, and they're like, that I brought the chair to the studio. And they're like, I fucking told you, Tom, of course the chair was in your house. I'm like, oh, it's not my fault. My grandma was using it to put the laundry on, so it was covered in laundry. Now, it wasn't my laundry, but that's why I couldn't see it, because it was covered in laundry.
Yeah, put a fucking disguise on. The chair was wearing Tom's clothes, and that's why he couldn't find it. We were like, hey, you found the chair, Tom. Where was it? You're like, oh, don't worry about it.
Oh, Reese was mad. Reese was legitimately mad about this chair.
That's the best chair. I just imagine this chair, like, with the Pink Panther music playing in the background. It's got, like, a hat and a trench coat on. It's, like, hiding in Tom's room, and he just can't find it.
It wasn't in my room.
Good. Okay, yeah. But it's a funny to embellish this.
All right.
That was good.
Let me see what I pulled.
I'm ready to go when you are. There's not a chair in there. I swear to God. Yeah, unbelievable. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Unbelievable.
All right, I can keep.
Mm-hmm.
Was I playing first?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, cool. I'll play a Thriving Grove for turn, naming red.
Sweet.
And pass.
Well, I'm a sweaty gamer, so I'm playing Forest first turn, followed by Delighted Halfling.
Wow, they put that in a Jumpstart pack?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to raid these Jumpstart packs for cards in the future.
Yeah, there's some pretty valuable cards in here. So for those who don't know what it does, it's a 1/1 Halfling Citizen. I can tap to add colorless mana, or I can add mana of any color and spend it only to cast a legendary spell, and that spell can't be countered, which is quite important.
$20 card.
Yeah, useful. Great commander card, and also sees some play in like Legacy and Vintage, I think. Yeah, turn.
All right. Worst card ever to draw. I'll drop a forest and I'll pass. It's only going to go well for me.
Swamp. All right. I have 3 mana, don't I?
You do have 3 mana.
God.
You don't just have to swing the halfling at me.
Good. Now I'm gonna swing the halfling.
All right, I'll take the 1.
Bang, your turn.
All right, I will drop a forest, and let's do this. I'll pay 3 for the card I showed off before. This is Renati, Behemoth Crawler. Whenever you cast a creature spell with mana value 5 or greater, that creature enters the battlefield with X additional counters, where X is its mana value -4, and creatures you control with 3 or more 1/1 counters have haste, and he's a mana dork and a 1/3.
Yeah, because why not?
They don't know where to stop.
Where do they stop? They gotta sell cards, man. Hasbro's breathing down the neck. They gotta sell cards. Swamp. Alright, I like this. Elven Bow. When it enters the battlefield, I can pay an additional 2, which I will, and create a 1/1 green elf warrior and attach the bow to it.
Great card.
I'll get myself a little token at some point. Oh yeah, I'll just use this.
Good move.
Equipped creature gets +1/+2 and has reach, and equipped 3 as per normal. So that's actually a 2/3 creature.
Nice.
And it is your turn.
All right, is it? I feel like it's going to be a very slow green build-up for us. Cool card. I considered it as my thing. Now, I don't have a land to play, but I will pay 1, 2, Yeah, I think I have to do it this way. Colors, maths. 3. For an overgrowth. Enchant land. Whenever enchanted land is tapped for mana, its controller adds an additional 2 green mana.
Blimey, Ari.
So then I'll tap that bad boy for 3. And play a Naga Vitalist. It is a 1/2, also a mana dork. Add 1 mana of any type that a land you control could produce. Now, additionally, I still don't have any blue.
I was going to say, you'll get your ramp on real
I've got the ramp on, but I can't cast my commander, which is unfortunate because he also produces mana.
Shame.
Like, it's the second I have 1 blue, it's on.
Oh, yeah. Well, sadly for you, I'm casting my commander. And I'm going to be adding black with Delighted Halfling, and this spell can't be countered. Vraska the Unseen. +1 is until my next turn, whenever a creature deals combat damage to Vraska the Unseen, destroy that creature. -3 is destroy target non-land permanent, so just destroying shit left, right, and center. And -7, this is my favorite from Return to Ravnica set. You create 3 black assassin creatures, 1/1, and whenever they deal combat damage to a player, that player loses the game.
That's so good. That's 5. You get that very quickly.
That's so good.
It's very cool.
All right, well, I will go with +1.
You could legitimately build a decent Oathbreaker deck out.
Yeah, around that. Plus, you have 3 opponents, 3 black assassins. It makes sense. And I'll pass the turn.
All right, then. Blues. Let's mount. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah. Should have picked blue with your Thriving Grove. I'm sorry, man.
No, that's all right. I'll live. Figuring out what I can cast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Just casual.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, which will leave with us 5. No, we'll do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. For a card, did you play the Pop EDH game with us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gimli, Counter of Kills.
That's right.
4/3 with Trample. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, Gimli, Counter of Kills deals 1 damage to that creature's controller. So unfortunately, he's not 5 mana, so he doesn't trigger anything else. And then 4 mana. Can't do a lot with it. So you have a 2/3 elf? Oh,
Yes.
I'll pass the turn.
Yes. All right. I'm ticking up. I'm
He's
gonna get
getting
my
there.
assassins in no time. Forest. I'll take up Vraska. It's a 7, the magic number.
Turn away. But however, they're only 1/1s. If I have enough blockers, just really puts the game on a.
I know.
You can swing at me and I have to deal with it.
Becomes
at a level.
tense. All right. I'm going to be that guy. Band together. Up to 2 target creatures you control. Each deal damage equal to their power to another target creature. So I'm choosing Gimli.
Bye, Gimli.
Both my creatures are going to band together.
Love that for you.
Yeah. And then I'll pass 10.
Alrighty then.
Riding on these assassins.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I'll drop another mountain. I'll at least put myself in a good position that the enlarge might do something for me.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to... The assassins don't have haste, do they?
No.
All right. 1, 2, 3 red. And then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 6x. For Assault on Osgiliath. Amass Orcs X, so 6. Then Goblins and Orcs you control gain double strike and haste until end of turn. So this is a 6/6 double strike haste orc
Yeah.
that I'm going to swing at Vraska.
Ugh. I basically have to block. It doesn't have trample, does it?
Doesn't have trample.
Oh.
And I'm tapped out, so I can't give it trample.
I'll block with my elf token.
Yeah.
That gets obliterated. Yeah, but Vraska is alive. Okay, not bad, not bad. My turn then.
Bow doesn't give haste? Cool. No, we
No, yeah.
Just double checking quickly.
Checking to see.
I don't think there's many green spells that'll give you
No, not really.
haste.
It's not really a green thing, except
Yeah.
Crater Hoof for some reason.
Well, that's because that's a game winner. Needs to be able to win
Yeah.
the game, otherwise what's the point of keeping it around?
All right, I'm going to -7 my Vraska and create those 3 black assassin creature tokens.
So I need to be able to keep three creatures
Yeah,
up
if
at
one
all
of these
times.
hits you, you lose the game. It's like Giga Death Touch.
Yeah.
Although, sillily, I could have cast Vraska's Fall before negging my Vraska because...
That's true. I'd let you do it. We're learning the format. So Vraska's Fall will let you kill something.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, since you're so kind,
Put the pressure on me.
I will first cause you to sacrifice a creature, and not only that, you get a poison counter as well.
I've got no way to track that. I will... I think it's got to be this guy. This is going to give me blue if I have a blue source come out, which I think is going to be necessary
Yeah, that's right.
for multiple reasons.
And for my next trick, here's my Dutiful Replicator and Assembly Worker, 3/2 artifact creature. When it enters the battlefield, I may pay 1, which I won't. And if you do, create a token that's a copy of target creature you control named Dutiful Replicator. But
That's cool.
It's just a creature.
Yeah.
And that's my turn.
All right. I basically have to play a creature or get a creature on the field somehow.
Yeah. Or kill one of my assassins.
Which I don't think I can do.
Oh, really?
Seeing as that's a mountain and not an island. If I had an island, I could have cast Sarkhan, but I think that's game over because all I can do is give a goblin and an orc haste and first strike.
Yeah.
And cast Tezzeret with all the blue mana that I have.
Oh, daggers.
That's all right. I'll take the assassin instant kill. That's a cool way to win a game.
Yeah, I like that. All right. Shall we draw it up for another
Let's
game,
go.
or-
You win
Yeah.
game 1, and after only dealing 2 damage to me in the end.
Yeah, the poison. That was phenomenal. I can't believe you didn't draw a single blue.
Like I had the Thriving Grove, but I took the risk on
Yeah.
because I had red cards in hand. I needed to name red.
Yeah, that's the thing. Interesting. Seeing the drawback of those kind of dual-colored lands.
Well, Jumpstart's not a format that's supposed to be played 3-color.
Yeah,
Like it's only a 2-color format. We're just doing dumb things with it.
that's right. This is fun so far.
It's cool. Like if you've got a good range of planeswalkers, I can see this being a very fun format.
Yeah. It's just kind of like games where you don't want to pre-assemble a deck or anything. You want
Yeah.
to just kind of like crack a pack and go, but also now it's been tailored to something just a little bit different.
Exactly, because Jumpstart can be so swingy with like you get 2 good packs and you're there. Adding the additional pack in gives everyone more chance of that happening, but also making it themed around making it you've got the Planeswalker always there able to be cast.
Yeah.
Just adds that extra little bit of complexity and things going on.
Yeah, that's right. Awesome. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You want to play first this time?
Yeah, why not? Didn't I play first last?
No, I did.
Oh, okay.
I think.
No, I rolled a 7 and you rolled a 2. And then I was like, lol, you suck at
All
rolling.
right, well, I mean, I can go first.
Go ahead. Well, you choose
Alright.
if you want to.
I'll go for it. Thriving Grove, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Naming red.
Oh, he's dicing with death again. You
Am
better. Well, yeah.
Am I?
Yeah, you probably got 4 islands this time. Forest, pass the turn.
All right. I'll drop a Seat of the Synod, a blue artifact land.
Love it.
And I don't believe I have a 2-drop, so I will pass.
Untap draw turn. Forest. And I'll play Meriadoc Brandybark. 2/2 legendary creature, halfling citizen. Whenever one or more halflings you control attack a player, create food token.
Great card.
Pass.
I will drop a mountain. Online, boys. I got all 3. And this card I've drawn has 3 mana, so let me just double check what it does. Okay. Yep, playing that one. Great card. I might need to pick up a copy of this. Grishnak Brash Instigator. When he enters the battlefield, amass Orcs 2. So this is my 2-power Orcs. When you do, until end of turn, gain control of target non-legendary creature. Dang it, that's a legendary creature.
All right.
I should have read the card. An opponent controls the power less than or equal to the amass Orcs power. Untap that creature. It gains haste until end of turn. Mary is a legendary creature. I can't grab him. I'll pass the turn.
Super cool.
Still fine. 2 creatures for 2 mana. It's
That
not
and a
a bad
flicker
idea.
deck as well.
Flicker deck, but also like, yeah, I was gonna say my Zayatora deck, but honestly, it's not strong enough to go in that.
Yeah. Damn, that's a shame. That little like non-legendary clause.
Just a little bit. No one wants to lose their commanders.
Yeah, that's why they did it. You're
Reading
on
the legendary
money.
Hobbit explains the legendary Hobbit.
Legendary Hobbit. Bloody hell, that's a lot.
Just a bit.
Well, should I offer a trade with the Orc army? That's the question.
It does get you a food token.
It does. I do get a food. You know what? Let's do it. I'll attack.
I'll take 2.
Oh, he takes it. All right. Well, I get my food, and it's your turn.
All right, yeah. I'll drop a forest, and I will pay 4. You know him. You love him. It's only Lord of the Rings around here at the moment. Gimli counter kills. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, Gimli will deal 1 damage to you. And then I'll swing at you for 3.
All right. I'm at 17. Woo! Nicely done.
All right, go for it.
Forest.
I mean, that's not great for you. That's a lot of forests.
It is. But unlike you, I've had good luck, and like these cards are green ones.
Yeah, fair
So
enough.
not freaking blue like your last game.
Admittedly,
Yeah.
blue card.
All right. Ivy Lane Denizen. 2/3 creature. Whenever another green creature enters my battlefield, I can put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, which is freaking
Nice. Sick. Love that for you.
And I'll pass a turn.
All right, yeah. That's another card with a lot of text. So I'm going to drop this forest. Useless right now. Amazing card. Why is this in a Jumpstart pack? But that's fine. I'm going to go to combat. And I'm going to swing at you with everything. That's a 4/3 with trample, a 1/1, and a 2/2.
Oh, I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll block your Orc army with Meriadoc Brandybark
Yep.
and take the rest.
All right. For damage, I'm going to play Rush the Room. Target creature gets +1/+0 and first strike until end of turn. If it's a goblin or orc, it also gains haste.
Sweet.
So Mary's going to die.
Yep.
Gimli's going to ping you for 1.
Yes.
And then regular damage goes through and you take 5.
I'm at 11 life. That was a hard hit.
And then we'll play 3 for Gift of the Gargantuan. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature and or land card from among them. Put the revealed cards into your hand and put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. All right. No creatures. There is an island.
Nice.
I believe I played the mountain this turn. Yep, because I played 4 last turn. Why am I shuffling? That's not supposed to happen.
Getting a bit carried away.
Getting a bit carried away. I'm just so used to you look at stuff, you shuffle.
No, don't worry about it. Just slap them in there.
Just double check. Yeah, those were not the ones I looked at. I'm just going to shuffle the whole deck now.
Yeah.
It makes no difference, even though I cheated.
That's all right. We've come to expect that from you now, Tom.
And I'll pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn.
You can cut for me to make sure that I'm
No,
properly
I
brewed.
trust. 5 mana. I'm going to cast my Delighted Halfling.
All right.
Yeah. The old 1/2. 1/2. Woo. Death Rush Shaman. That enters the battlefield. It's a green creature, so that triggers my Ivy Lane Denizen. I'm gonna
Nice.
put a +1 counter on target creature. And I'm just going to pick the Denizen.
Love that for you.
Then I've got 4 mana left, and I'll spend that on Elfleaf Mentor, which is great. 3/2, it's a green creature, and when it enters, it makes another green creature, a 1/1 elf.
Ah,
So those will trigger my Ivy Lane Denizen as well.
more targets for Gimli to count.
Yeah. So I'll put a +1/+1 counter on Delighted Halfling, and then I'll make an elf creature token that will trigger, and I'll put a +1/+1 counter on that elf.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right, let's untap all these bad boys. I feel like it's just going to be Gimli moving forward, but you never know. I'll play the island we all saw, leaving me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana, which is great because I need 2 of it to cast Glamdring. Gandalf's sword. A crit creature gets first strike and +1/+0 for each instant and sorcery card in my graveyard, which is currently 2. Whenever a crit creature deals combat damage to a player, you may cast an instant or sorcery spell from your hand with mana value less than equal to the damage without paying its mana cost.
Love that.
Yeah. So then I'm going to pay 3 to equip that onto Gimli. So Gimli is now a 6/3 with trample. And I would... 6/3 with trample and first strike. And I'd like to go to combat. I'll swing that bad boy out.
God, and first strike.
6/3 trample, first strike.
Oh.
And whenever you block with him, if he kills something, you take a damage.
That's terrible.
What a beautiful man. Yeah, Glamdring is a banger of an equipment.
So good. Well, I'm just going to chump block with this elf.
Yeah.
When it dies, I take a damage anyway, so that's
Yep.
fine. But it's better than bloody
So
six.
that's a 1/1 elf?
Yes.
Cool. I mean,
That's
you are
with a
taking...
+1 counter on it, so 2.
Sorry, 2. So you are taking
5.
5.
Yeah.
So
I'm at 6 life.
Gimli only needs 1 more damage. He's only a 4/3.
Yeah, but he has first strike.
Oh yeah. The doy.
Yeah. So now you can cast something from your hand with CMC 4 or less, right? So they're equal to the damage, yeah. So
Yeah.
4 or less. Do you have it
From my hand?
Yes.
No, I'm good.
No. You bluffer.
I just wanted the first strike on him.
Yeah.
It just makes him so much...
Just so good.
2-0 and first strike is good all on its own.
Cool. Untap, draw for turn. Swamp. Yes. Because now I can cast my waifu, Vraska the Unseen. And right away, I'm going to activate her -3. Destroy target non-land permanent.
Now, what are you going to pick?
Oh, I'm going to pick... Shall I pick Gimli or the sword? That's the thing. The sword will just re-equip and be a problem.
It's very true.
But Gimli's doing major damage. I'll get rid of Gimli. You can keep your sword. And... I'll hold it there for now.
Alrighty then. Might be time for me to cast my Planeswalker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's do it. For Sarkhan Unbroken, draw a card and then add 1 mana of any color for his +1. -2, create a 4/4 red dragon creature with flying. And -8, I thought that was 11. Search your library for any number of dragon creature cards. It's not going to matter in this deck. So I'm going to +1 him up to 5. Oh, no, the dragon.
I mean, the dragon's freaking amazing on this board. There's no flying.
You do have reach.
No, I don't.
No, that doesn't have reach?
No.
Okay, let's go the dragon.
You see, Tom, this card was printed before 2016 and therefore doesn't have a keyword ability slapped on it for no reason.
All right. This is a 2/2 flying dragon. Sorry, 4/4 flying dragon.
Yeah.
And I will pass the turn at that.
Oh, all right. End of your turn. I'll pay green and colorless, and I'll eat this food.
Good move.
And get
Good
some
move.
Much needed life gain up to 9 life.
Love that for you.
Untap. Draw for 10.
Is that something I actually did, or you just calling me a witch?
Does anyone else want to Tom with a traffic cone on their head and pretend to be a witch? Yeah, that sounds like something Tom would do.
Sounds like something I'd do.
Yeah. There's probably a photo of it somewhere.
Yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think you're doing? No. You're not allowed on the table. Definitely not. Just because Gary is doesn't mean you're allowed to.
Yeah, it's a dog-eat-dog world.
Yeah. Did Beck feed you? I hope she gave you food.
I was with a co-worker once, and this guy was, I don't know, maybe 60-something. He had such a funny sense of humor, and he's always quipping and making jokes and stuff, but he actually thought the phrase was, it's a doggy-dog world, not dog-eat-dog world. And every day he would be like, oh, you know, such and such is, you know, harsh and mellow today. It's a terrible day at work. And he'd be like, nah, it's a dog-eat-dog world. I was like, yeah, it sure is.
No more problem.
It is a dog-eat-dog world. Yeah. All right, 3. Vraska's full. Tom, please would you sacrifice a creature and get a poison counter?
Goodbye, Grishtak. You are the weakest at the table. And I'll get myself a
You are
poison
the
counter.
weakest link. Goodbye.
Excuse me, sir. Do you need to... I know what you want, and we can't give it to you right now, but...
The old wee.
Yeah.
Wee. That's a 2/2...
2/2 orc.
Orc?
Yeah, 2/2 orc army.
4/4 dragon.
4/4 flying dragon.
I am going to kill it.
Yeah, fair.
Ent's Fury. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. I'll choose Ivy Lane Denizen, which is now a 4/5. If its power is 4 or greater, which it now is, then it gets an additional +1/+1 until end of turn and fights target creature you don't control. And I'll have it bring your dragon down
Love you.
to the ground.
Look at you go.
Yeah,
Beck, if you're watching, you might need help with the doggo.
Vraska is going to get +1. So if it is hit by a creature, destroy that creature.
Yeah, fair.
And then I'll go to combat. And I'll swing in with both of these creatures. That's a 3/2 and that's a 2/3.
Cool, I'll take 5.
Yeah, take 5 and it's your turn.
All right. No, sorry, buddy.
Poor tank.
He can't help you. All right, let's see how this plays out.
He's really
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to cast my signature spell, Enlarge. Target creature gets +7/+7 against trample until end of turn. You're lucky you killed the dragon, otherwise you'd be dead right now.
Yeah.
This is a 9/9 with trample and must be blocked this turn.
Must be Oh no, my denizen. Oh, jeez.
Swing for 9.
Yeah, that certainly would have got me if that were a dragon. But I have to block, so it absorbs 5 of that damage, and I take 4.
Take 4.
Yeah, so me or Vraska?
You.
Yep. I'm at 5.
Apologies, I hadn't given Chris his life that he gained.
Oh, from the...
Yeah, from the thing.
From the
And then I'd like to +1 Sarkhan up to 3 to draw a card and add 1 mana of any color. And I am adding green for 2 mana to cast a Naga Vitalist, add 1 mana of any type that a land you control could produce. giving me a blocker.
That
Pass the turn.
enlarge, like, how much mana do you have next turn? That enlarge now is going to fucking close the game out. That is a very...
It does get the command attacks, but Sarkhan adds that between that and Sarkhan adding mana.
That's right.
I can cast that.
That's a perfect combination, actually.
It's a great card.
Yeah.
Like it's fun.
Legit. I have to actually be mindful.
Honestly,
now.
the most fun part of this game, this format, has been going, all right, I'm playing this commander. What does my signature spell become?
Yeah.
From the choices I have.
That's right.
It's a really fun limited format for that.
I do. I was going to say earlier, but I forgot. Each of the Jumpstart packs has like maybe 2, maybe 3 instants or sorceries. So given the choice of the 3 total packs, let's say you have between 7 and 9 choices, it's not too many, so you don't get overwhelmed, but actually it's like strategic which you pick, because none of them are particularly, high synergy or anything. They just got to do what they do to get the job done. It might be messy. Tom's got this freaking +7 and trample that I now have to deal with.
Yeah. However, if you can kill Sarkhan, which I've only got 1 blocker, I can't cast that.
That's right. Yes. 1, 2.
It leaves you open, but it's not the insta kill.
Yeah. I could waste my commander to get rid of it.
Yeah, what's your -3?
Destroy target non-land permanent.
True. Yeah, look, that's the solution.
Yeah. But
leaves
then
you with blockers.
I lose access to my signature spell.
True.
So that's like another layer to it as well.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be greedy. I'm going to try and have my cake and eat it. I'm going to pay 5 and cast Vraska's Fall again.
Yep.
So you sack a creature or planeswalker.
Cool. I'll sack the tapped.
Yeah, the tapped boy. And you get a poison.
Get another poison up to 2.
2 poison counters. Combat. Swing at Sarkhan with my 3 powered creature, which would be enough to defeat him.
Yes.
You'd have to waste your next turn casting him again if you don't want to block.
I'll block.
Yeah.
I'll force all the interactions.
Very well. Now I think I
destroy
lose.
Sarkhan, you have to use Vraska at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. But now, see, your creatures aren't there, and unless you have something with haste that I'm not thinking about.
That's the question.
Yeah.
Do I have a card in hand with haste?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana +7 if Sarkhan. That would be just enough to cast enlarge. You need a 1/1 with haste, and I don't think it's going to happen. So I think I'm going to put shields down. I'll go +1 with Vraska.
All right.
Leave your Sarkhan alone. And for green and colorless, I'll play Dwinnen's Elite. A 2/2 that creates a 1/1 green elf when it enters the battlefield. And that's the end of my turn.
All right, let's untap.
Nope.
Good job, Tank.
Tank's not
I
vomiting.
will play this mountain for turn.
Oh, it's happening, isn't it?
And I don't have anything with haste. But let's see what I can do regardless. One, two, three, four. I'll +1 Sarkhan to draw a card, then add 1 mana of any color. I'll add blue, I think. What's your biggest creature on the field?
A 3/2 or a 2/3.
All right. So for the blue floating and 1, I'll play a Merfolk Pupil. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card and discard a card. And then for 1 and a blue, I can exile Merfolk Pupil from my graveyard to draw a card, then discard a card.
Okay, solid.
I'll then pay... Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You gotta ditch a card first, bro.
Do need to ditch a card. I'll just discard the forest that I drew. I'll play a Whirler Rogue. When it's the battlefield, create 2 1/1 colorless Thopters with flying. Tap 2 untapped artifacts you control. Target creature can't be blocked this turn.
Now that is a game ender.
It's a banger.
I love Whirler Rogue.
Absolutely amazing. So I'll get myself 2 Flying Thopters.
It was like Magic Origins. I played that along with Mirror Mockery from the Katakia set before. And so good. Just make Thoppy boys every turn.
And you've had too many ways to buff creatures, so I'm not going to wait until your turn. I'm going to play Smite the Deathless. Deals 3 damage to target creature. That creature loses indestructible until end of turn. If that creature would die this turn, exile it instead. So I'll blap your Delighted Halfling.
Very well. Exiled.
Which, for reference, is another instant and sorcery into my graveyard. So Glamdring now adds +3/+0.
What do I kill now? If I kill Sarkhan, I stop enlarge, but if I don't, then Glamdring.
Glamdring can buff something.
Oh, and you get the free card. Oh my god.
Yeah.
No.
And I'll pass the turn because I don't have haste. Speaking of Magic Origins, I am super keen to see if we can get enough people on Easter Monday to draft it.
Yeah.
Because I have had 18 packs of Magic Origins sitting there since 2014, I want to say.
Yeah, long time, like 10 years. It's got to have been, Origins was, I think, 2015 or something to that.
No, Origins would have been... I didn't start working at Target until...
Yeah, you measure things based on...
Yeah, based on where I was working.
Yeah.
Because I was working in the city and I was drafting Origins at the time at Tactics. I didn't start working at Target until 2013. Well, we graduated, 2014?
Yes.
So it might have been 2015. I might have bought them in 2016.
Wow.
Because they had a buy one, get one half price on toys, and Magic cards counted as toys.
Yeah.
So they said let's buy packs will be 2 for $9, so $4.50 a pack. I went, fuck it, let's buy a draft worth of this.
Yeah.
We'll draft it one day, 2024, and we still haven't drafted. So if we can get 6 people together Easter Monday.
Yeah, that was my prime time Magic Origins. I'd be happy to draft that.
Well, that was me getting into it.
Yeah, that was your
And there is a card. There's a card that I'm chasing from it, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Alhammer's Archive.
Yes.
You gain life, gain double.
I bought a copy of that for our upgraded commander deck.
Yeah,
and
nice.
It's not a cheap card.
Yeah, it's $10.
It was most of the budget.
Gain life, gain double. If you draw any cards apart from your first, draw an additional.
All right, the Dross Pits enters tapped. I can add
nice.
back or pay 2 and sack it to draw a card.
Cool card.
How do I stop your flyers? How? How do I do it? I don't know. I don't think I can.
Yeah, you kind of need either the removal or like even if you swing, right? Like you swing with, what are they? 3/2, 2/2, 1/1.
1/1.
Like you're still only, like, even if I block these ones here.
Yeah, disadvantageously.
Yeah.
Then
And you get through with a 1/1 to Sarkhan. I think honestly your best option is like blapping Sarkhan, so I can't just
yes, it can't
one hit
enlarge,
you.
but then the
True, the Glamdring just goes on one, turns it into a 4 flyer, and this one also hits you then for the 5.
What I might need to do is better combat. I'll swing everything at Sarkhan.
He's got the Vraska's Fall, so he can kill.
I cannot cast Vraska's Fall at the moment because it's 7 mana and I have 6.
7 mana. Okay, cool. So you can't just kill one of my creatures. You might have something else in hand. The other side of it is if I just let you hit Sarkhan, I can just swing everything at you.
Yes.
So I'm going to take that risk rather than lose creatures, because as much as Enlarge is awesome, it's done its job.
Yeah, okay.
So I'll let Sarkhan die.
All right. You let Sarkhan die. Second main, -3 Vraska, and I have to delete your Glamdring.
Yep.
Because it would be a one-shot kill.
Yep.
And yep, so that's deleted.
Yep.
Now I have to play a creature and hope to block on the ground long enough to draw another answer for your 2 Thopters. And I don't know how that will go. So let's dive in and find out. Stingwing Harvester, 3/2, toxic 1. When it dies, make a 1/1 Phyrexian Might that's toxic and can't block. Also, Mirror Guardian. When it dies, the ring tempts me.
Cool.
And that's all I've got. So, your turn.
All right.
Oh, this is a tough game. Down to the wire.
I'm going. So that's a 4/2 and a 3/2. I'm going to go to combat.
Yep.
I'm going to swing a Thopter at Vraska and a Thopter at you.
Yes, no blocks.
Sweet.
Vraska down. I'm at 4 life.
These are tapped. And I'll pass the turn.
Oh, nothing.
But I'm on 18 life. Even I think like a buff spell, like a anthem from you isn't going to do
certainly
too
not.
much. Yeah, I'll need to fix that one day.
All right, here comes my Archfiend of the Dross. You've probably seen this 100 trillion times.
Great card.
6/6 Flying Demon, Phyrexian Demon at that. Enters battle with 4 oil counters. At the beginning of my upkeep, remove an oil counter, then if it has none left, I lose the game. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, its controller loses 2 life. Start killing all your creatures one by one.
Nice. Yeah, Oathbreaker is a very cool format. This is a twist on that, but I'm keen to see us all get our Oathbreaker decks together because it is a multiplayer format. This is just us playing it 2-player, which is been cool.
Plus, having a pre-constructed like Oathbreaker.
Yeah, the point is commander, but consistency because it's 60 card and you've got a Planeswalker and a signature spell. Like you can do multiple things.
I love the signature spell aspect. That has been really fun so far. And a lot of tactics and strategy come down to disallowing the opponent the use of it by killing their commander and such, or Planeswalker in this case. Okay, combat. I'll swing at you with those 3 creatures. So 2 3/2s and 1 4/2.
All right. I'm going to pay 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. And flash in a Havenwood Worm. This is the 5/6 with trample.
No.
So what was doing anything interesting?
When it dies, it ring tempts me. When it dies, I make a might, and that's already done its thing. 4/2, 3/2, 3/2.
And you've got 3 mana.
Yes.
I don't want to give you any bonuses. I think level 1 of the ring tempts you is can't be blocked with creatures greater than its power. So I don't want to give you extra ability to do stuff. So I'm going to block the 3/2.
Okay. Yep. Cool. So that's DD.
Yep.
You take 7 damage.
6, 7.
And it's your turn.
Down to 11.
Oh, and I should put the oil counters on.
Did you hit me already?
Yes. Did I? I can't fucking remember. Whatever.
Fuck it, I'm on 6.
You're not on 6.
That's apparently...
No, you were way higher than that. I might have hit you like a couple times in the early game, but not.
Yeah, I had myself on 18 here.
You were on 18.
Okay.
And now, after 7, you're at 11. Because I hit Sarkin that
I was like, yeah, why am I so late? Anyway, that's true. All right.
Oh, yeah, and I just realized I'm dead in the water.
Yeah, because Well a Rogue means I tap 2 untapped creatures and creature can't be blocked.
Ah, you did it. You did it. Very well played. Good.
Cool. Yeah, well, that's only, like, we've only won 1 each. We're going for another round.
Let's do it. I want to build another deck. It would be too much trouble, but that is... Yeah, this is a great format you've invented.
Right? Like Oathbreaker with Jumpstart, I think it's just that little bit extra than it needed, right? Because neither really ever took off.
Yeah, true.
Like Jumpstart was just like, why are you printing more things? The packs never sell. Oathbreaker was like, you're just trying to force your own format so that things can happen. This is enough of both that you're like, okay. I like the limitedness of it. I like the randomness of it.
Yeah, that's right. It's like you give people a small number of choices, but the choices really mean something.
Yeah.
You know? That's kind of the difference between like MMOs and like turn-based strategies in my head. Never got into MMOs.
No, neither. I played AQ Worlds, which was like Battle.on made a MMO.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember playing AQ.
I was early on in AQ Worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played that for quite a while. So do you pick your Planeswalker and then get 2 Jumpstart packs in those colors? We've done it the other way around. The first game we played was pick your Planeswalker, then out of the packs we've already opened, because the idea was to use the Jumpstart packs we already had, pick the colors that fit that Planeswalker, and it was just a little bit too close to regular Oathbreaker. Like I could just go, I'm playing Sorry, and I'll pick anything in black and white that gives me lifelink, and I'll win the game because 2-player lifelink is a bit much.
Yeah.
But then we also did this time. Your opponent picks a pack for you. So we both picked just normal Jumpstart. No, I picked Lord of the Rings for you because then you picked a random one.
Yeah.
You picked a color to go along for me, and then I picked the final color so that I could then lock in a Planeswalker. So you opened a pack for me and got green. You then picked blue to go along with that, and then I picked red to fill it out. While I opened a pack for you, you got green. I also then
black for me.
Picked black for you, so then you picked green to go into green black, which is it's a fun like almost pick counter pick style of play, which is it's cool. Only really works if you've already got Jumpstart packs open. You could just, if you have enough Planeswalkers, crack open packs, see what you get, pick a Planeswalker in those colors. We have 15 Planeswalkers here, so not enough for every color combination, especially because we have some double ups, but it's fun. It's enough.
Yeah, it's reminiscent of like Battle for Baldur's Gate. Like
that's the other thing you could do, right? Is have Planeswalkers but also have a background.
Yeah, exactly. And then have the typical, like, the faceless one as the contingency. But, like, I could totally see this kind of, like, randomized Oathbreaker sort of format being a thing.
All right. Would you like to play or the draw? Is this...
I will play. Because I'm cool.
Worth a 20 life. I haven't even looked at my hand yet. Look, that's a land. That's a land. I can keep.
Got 3 lands you can keep.
It's not a good hand, but I can keep.
Thriving Grove, I'm choosing black and pass the turn.
All right. Thriving Isle, choosing red and pass the turn.
Nice. Thriving. I'm thriving. Forest. I'll cast Woodland Champion. Whenever one or more tokens enter the battlefield under my control, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Not necessarily creature tokens.
Anything. All right. I'll play a Forest, and I'll pay a blue for a Gearsmith Prodigy. 1/2, but it gets +1/+0 as long as I control an artifact. And I'll pay a green for an Aether Spellbomb. Pay a blue, sack it, return target creature to opponent's owner's hand, pay anything, sack it, draw a card.
Love this
nice little combo. Got a 2/2 from you there. Pass the turn. Yeah, it's been a nice twist on Limited, where you get a little bit of control, because the one thing that makes it Oathbreaker is the signature spell. So because you get to look through your Jumpstart packs and pick a spell, I've gone, cool, I'm mostly playing green. Let's make one big creature and go.
Yeah, very, very cool. All right, Brandywine Farmer. There's 2 kinds of alcohol I don't mind. 1/1, when it enters or leaves the battlefield, I make a food token, so I'll do that. And that actually triggers Woodland Champion as well, so I get a +1/+1 counter on there. And then I'll go to combat, and in typical green fashion, I have a 3/3 ready to go, so 3 damage.
I'll take 3.
Your turn.
17, let's hope I draw a land. It's a land, let's go. Woo! We're on, boys. I am going to pay 2 for You Know It, You Love It, Glamdring.
There he is.
Obviously, it costs 3 to equip, so I can't equip it this turn. He's not tapped.
Oh, yes. We are correct.
I was like, wait a minute. And then... worth swinging at you, that's the question. Untap and tap that way.
Yeah.
Swing you for 2.
Oh, yes. 2. You know what? I will block.
All right.
Okay? Brandywine Farmer dies.
You get another food token.
I get another food, and that triggers this Woodland Champion.
Totally fine with me.
2 +1 counters makes it a 4/4.
All right, sweet. Go for turn.
All right. Swamp. Right, well, I better cast my spell's second main just in case the spellbomb ruins my day. So, go to combat. Declare attacks. 4 damage.
Yeah, I'll spellbomb it.
Yep, spellbomb him. Second main, I'll play Woodland Champion again.
Yep.
As well as my Meriadoc Brandybug,
Nice.
which whenever one of my halflings I control attack, I create a food.
Love that for you.
So it is your turn.
Alrighty then. Drop a mountain. I'll pay 3 to equip the Glamdring onto the Gearsmith Prodigy. Now it doesn't get anything because I don't have any instants and sorceries in my graveyard. However, it is a 2/2 with first strike.
Yeah, first strike it does.
So I would like to go to combat
Yeah.
and swing at you for 2.
Yeah. You know what? Stuff it. I'll double block.
Double block.
Yeah, 2/2 first strike. Nothing scares me.
All right. Not what I was expecting. So let's. I think I have to Black Mary. I've seen it get out of hand too much.
Yeah, fair.
You can't have any food tokens. So then Gearsmith dies.
Yes.
And I pass the turn.
I need to keep that sword in check. That last.
Oh yeah, if you'd let that gone through, I had a 2-mana spell ready to go.
Yeah, for sure.
Double blocking was absolutely the right call.
Okay. I will Oathbreaker
Okay.
Vraska, and I'll go with a +1 on it.
Love that for you.
So then I will attack you for 2,
I'll take 2.
and it's your turn.
Round 15. Now, 4 mana is unfortunately more than any creatures I have, but it does let me pay 2 for a Smite the Deathless, 3
Yeah.
damage to target creature.
Good stuff. Oh, and exiled.
So that's +1 on the Glamdring counter, but +0 on cards I can cast this turn, so passing.
Good. I just need to keep your creatures down, get these assassins, and finish the game off. Forest. +1 Vraska, up to 7. So now she's in ultimate range. Cast Kinzu of the Black Coven, flying 5/4 Phyrexian Vampire. Whenever another non-token creature I control dies, I may pay 2 life and exile it. And if I do, I get to make a copy of it, except it's a 1/1. Well, it's not a might, but it's basically the might that has toxic. Super cool. Awesome card. Mostly just that it's a blocker. Right,
Yep.
pass turn. Whew.
Not helpful. I think this is going to be the way to do it. Pay 4 for Foray of Orcs. Amass Orcs 2. When I do it, deals X damage to target creature an opponent controls, where X is the amassed Orc's power. So I'll blap that for 2. And hope for the best.
Yeah, you just needed that creature.
Yeah.
Although, that is sorcery, so we'll just remember.
True. Sorry. I'll
For
grab
the
literally
purposes.
any other card
Yeah,
at the
that will
table.
do. So now that will trade in combat if it gets equipped. All right, No brain, just think and do. I didn't even think while I was saying that. I'm going to go -7 on Vraska. I'm going to get my 3 black assassin creature tokens.
Yep.
And I'm going to put you in a pickle, Tom. I'm going to put you in a bind. You got to make sure you can block those. Hang on a minute, let me read this. Create 3 1/1 black assassin creature tokens with, quote, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game. Oh, non-token.
Sorry, what were you trying to figure out? Whenever another non-token creature dies, you may pay 2 life and exile, create a token that's a copy of that creature. Right,
Yeah,
you can just
keep making
keep
assassins.
going.
No,
Yeah.
that would be way OP. So non-token. Good contingency, wizards. Well, okay, band together.
Mm-hmm.
2 of my creatures deal damage equal to their power, so I'm just going to get those 2 to blap your orcs. Go to combat, swing for 5.
Take
flying,
5.
and it's your turn. Good luck. You need some, I don't know, electricity or something.
I don't have the mana for it, but it would have been enough to survive. I could have played Rogue, but
Yeah, right.
yeah, like I don't have the mana for it.
Blue.
No, all I can actually do is make a 1/1 orc with double strike and haste.
Woo!
Let's go!
I surely just let
Dude,
him in.
Vraska is like, if the opponent has nothing going on, that's game.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
the second you have a little bit of control, I thought like it was not a hand to keep, like Colossal Dreadmaw and Woodburn Behemoth, but I was like, it's playable, right? It's playable.
Look at the point. Like if you drew 1 more land,
Yeah,
the Woodborn Behemoth would have at least survived a bunch of mine.
exactly.
Yeah. Oh, bad.
We were
luck,
getting
dude.
there. Is there anything cool in these decks that we haven't seen? I think we probably saw the most of it. I do love this. This is a great card, Quarrel's End. As an additional cost, discard a card. So it's a
Like a cyclone.
tormenting voice, but it
Yeah.
also creates you a 1/1 soldier.
Ooh.
Honestly, I think it's just the Colossal Dreadmaw.
I do like the every now and then you come across like an old art card they've put in there just for your collection. Like we saw a couple of
The anime style ones.
And I also got Bone Picker Scourge in that like lovely dark
Yeah, the
Phyrexian
Phyrexian style.
theme. Brilliant. Any other wicked cards you've come across in your
Nah,
in
that's
your decks?
about it. Honestly, Glamdring's the banger.
Yeah.
Absolutely great card.
What a card. So good. Yeah, I reckon Delighted Halfling was sort of the takeaway from the Lord of the Rings one here.
Yeah, awesome card. Well, that's honestly, as far as experiments go, for coming up with a random format at 4:30 and playing it by 6:30. That was fun.
That was fun.
This is a cool one. I think we'll do this again. This is way better than just normal Jumpstart, right?
For sure. Yeah.
Just that extra choice of your signature spell is very, very cool.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
might have to, like, you could build this as a cube.
Yeah, I reckon.
You could get enough Jumpstart packs and enough Planeswalkers that you could just put it together and go, let's play this tonight. And it just feeds that little limited goblin inside your brain.
Yeah. They're just kind of like the improvisation you need to have, right? So you're getting quote unquote random packs. They're not particularly random, but then like making on the fly choices, like which Planeswalker am I going to use to fit this theme? And of the signature spells that are available to me, although most of them are underpowered, which is going to be most utilitous to me and doesn't.
From the 3 packs that I have.
That's right, yeah. Like, and it turns out that some of them were really good picks
Yeah.
and some of them didn't get used at all.
Well, you could also do it like if you do it proper Oathbreaker style, 4 players. You pick a pack, the person to your left and your right pick the other colors you play.
Yeah, that'd
Or
be awesome.
they start and then you pick the color that you get to go on
Yeah.
with. Do you go into the colors they picked for you? Do you splash into another color to play 3 colors? Could be a really fun
So
pick.
if people
pick
knew
style.
you well, they'd pick white and blue. 'cause
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
Your least favorite, and then you'd have to try and marry it up with another color.
Lean into blue. If you guys are making me pick blue, I'm going double blue.
yeah.
I'm picking not Tezzeret.
Full Azori, like Jace and
I'm probably Jace, but I'm blanking on his name. Teferi.
Oh, yeah.
Screw you, I'm playing Teferi.
You picked this for me.
We've been Nerds of the West. Hello, Aliel. How are you? We're the finishing stream now. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for watching for those of you who are here on YouTube, and we will probably do this again in the future. And Chris,
Yo,
Tom,
goodbye.
catch you next time.